Hello and welcome. This is a short video guide on the different crafting systems inside Dragon's Prophet. To get started, there's a few different professions. We have weaponsmith, armorsmith, alchemist, chef, tinkerer, and carpenter. Weaponsmith makes weapons, armorsmith armor, alchemist makes different types of potions, buff or supplement. Chef is a similar story with mainly buff foods or stuff like extraction rate. Tinkerer makes accessories and dragon armor, and Carpenter creates buildings for housing. Before you can craft anything, you'll first have to level up your crafting profession, whichever one you choose. The easiest way to do that is with processed products. So for example, for weaponsmith, to start leveling, you'll need to get some rocks. So on the left here is where we have all the different things we can craft. At the very start, it'll only be a couple of things because it's based on your level. To get the unrefined ore here, this part here shows all the items that you need to craft it. We'll need 3 unrefined ore, and then we can get either 1, 2, or 5 rocks. To get unrefined ore, you can either go to a low-level zone like Puratia and gather it, or you can talk to the lair manager and send your dragon out for ore collection, and you can get unrefined ore 20 per hour. When you have some, you'll be able to craft it, and that'll level up your weaponsmith. You'll be able to go up to the max level of whatever server you're playing on. When you have leveled up your crafter, you'll want to craft some things. So for this example, I believe I have a staff here. So to get recipes to craft different things, you'll be given a couple which are just white recipes, which can only give you either white or green rarity. To get higher level recipes, you'll need to extract the items. So by extracting white ones, you can have a chance of getting a green recipe. Green recipes can craft up to purple, and blue recipes can craft up to orange. Blue recipes are limited though, you will only get 20 crafts per recipe. So as we can see here, we have 3 different rarities we can get at 95.4%, 3.3%, and 1.3%. We can increase this chance by adding these catalysts. You can buy these from the marketplace or possibly with shells depending on what server you're playing on. You can also get them very rarely from extracting items. And as you can see with 20 catalysts, it brings our chances up for a purple one up to 12.5. We also have another button here for selecting another type of catalyst. This is a sort of buff catalyst which will be applied to whatever is crafted. To get that, the first thing we'll need is some refinement essence. You need refinement essence, and then you need different synthesis materials. Just grab some for this example. Let's see. So we can place these coarse tendons, for example, and now we have a 50% chance of getting an invasive catalyst, 5% at defensive, 15% at cumulative energy, and 30% at preservation. Let me just grab some refinement essence just so we can have this running. So now, what do each of these mean? An invasive catalyst will increase the damage of whatever you craft. Defense will increase its defense, cumulative energy will increase its energy limit for shards, and preservation will increase its durability. Preservation is very rarely used. Same with cumulative energy, it has its uses, but not particularly. The main ones you want, it would be defense and invasive. So we've got a couple of different catalysts here. You can see they range in purity. You can have 2%, 5%, and it goes up to 10% being the max. So now going back to our staff here, if we go ahead and add some catalysts, and we can select an invasive catalyst, so we get a little bit more damage. We can craft, it's going to consume 20 catalysts, and there we are, we have our staff. There is a bug you can use, which depending on the server you're playing on, they may not like. If you open your bank whilst you have your crafting window open, and you have all 20 catalysts in, so we have our catalyst in here. If I move all of these out, so I have just one stack left inside of my bank. If I hit start crafting, and yes, and I move these catalysts out of my inventory into my bank, it will craft it with the catalysts without actually consuming any. That should be all for this quick guide. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.